What's up? It's Izzy. I'm a stylist and bag designer, and today we have a sewing project to finish. I picked up this FUBU jacket from a vendor at a hot and heavy market, which is a plus size market here in Chicago where two baddies run, and I was one of the vendors for that one, but I also was definitely shopping because obviously. And I got this adorable FUBU jacket. Like, look at the text on the back. It low-key reminds me of Judge Judy or like People's Court like text on the back. I don't know if it's giving or not. Regardless, I kind of fuck with it. I want to wear it. However, it is fairly large. I like the size and the fit on everything else except the lower part of it. It's just too much fabric. However, they come with pockets, and there's no way where I want to compromise having the pockets and having the style. So what I'm thinking to do is crop it just a little bit more. I have this little bottom here, and also it's nice because it doesn't continue the tan accents over onto the bottom, so I don't feel like I'm losing anything as well. I need to, however, figure out a way to shorten the zipper while not ruining it. Being able to still operate it as a zipper. I didn't even think about that part until right now. Oh, a struggle. I'm gonna have to see if I have a zipper long enough. I'm also gonna have to move the pockets. So we have a lot of work cut out for ourselves, and I'm hopeful that I can get it all done within 2 hours. Before I accurately freak out that I don't have a zipper long enough, I'm gonna take this fabric chalk and figure out where I want the jacket to stop. I'm using this mirror right now to look and see. I basically kind of want it to end where I be having my pants. So I think this is actually nice that I have these jeans on. This is nice because I have the waistband, so I can just go along. Okay, this is kind of hard when I get to the back part because I don't want it to be where I'm lifting my arm and affecting where I actually want it to land. Hold it down, PLP. I'm using my right hand to hold it down and left from the back. I think that's loosely where I want it. It's gonna be cute. Okay, so now I gotta see if I have a zipper long enough to fit this whole thing. So I think I figured it out. I have this rope like tie. Very, very simplistic. The thing is, I want this to still be neutral. Oh yeah, I haven't said actually. I did not find a zipper that separated at the bottom of it. I'm going to take the zipper out. If you're gonna see here, the little stitch that goes down against is what's keeping the zipper inside. But I'm going to maintain that curve, so I want them to still feed in. So I can feed in instead the edges of the rope so it doesn't unravel on either side. I'm going to like obviously cut them and then have the two strings tied together all throughout this little sweater. I don't want the ties to be insanely big because one, I don't have a lot of this, but also I want it to still feel subtle. So I'm going to be using the string and trying to make the loops like just big enough where they're obviously going to close, but not too big. Now I'm ready to get this thing started. I need to seam rip the pockets completely out. So I want to save them. So there's a stitch going around here, around this perimeter. I want to seam rip it out and see what else needs to happen. So I can move it up, essentially, because it's on the inside too. So I have to do a lot of seam ripping. So yeah. Oh, wait, not. I just gagged myself. Oh my God. How y'all doing, cuties? I know you cute too. You, look in the mirror. Gag. What's up? So the last time I saw you, I had an entirely different hair color and I was seam ripping the jacket. Midpoint of me seam ripping, I got extremely overheated because my art room doesn't have an AC in it or even a fan. So now I have a box fan, and I mean, that's pretty much it. Because did I mention now we're in a heat wave? Making this jacket seems kind of silly now, but I'm gonna finish it. And I'm hoping, and so far the fan has been doing its job, but I have gone ahead and seam ripped the full jacket. This is what the jacket looks like right now. I seam ripped Oh, you might hear the AC, but I seam ripped the full side up here into the armpit, and then I seam ripped the entire zipper out. So now this is the loose zipper. This is actually a piece that's supposed to be incorporated into the pocket, this netting. So these are the pockets that we're going to now move up. If you can see where the stitch originally was, I just wanted them to move up. This is probably going to be the hard next to the fact that I had to seam rip the whole thing. Seam ripping is not hard, it's just extremely time consuming. I would recommend, if you're having trouble starting at the beginning of a stitch, to start maybe in the middle, make your way either way if you're having trouble. Otherwise, it just takes a ton of time. So there's this inner piece right here. I try to keep them essentially together because they could be separated fully, but I wanted to keep that as much together, so I have to do it the bare minimum amount of work that I can. We need to sew this down with the new strings and sew up all the sides. It seems, oh, and then I need to create a new hem at the bottom. It seems like from here on out it's going to be simple, easy, but we're gonna have our fingers crossed for this one. I do need to upload this video tomorrow, so we have to finish this today. Like, no choice. I know this is terrible quality right now. You can barely probably see what I'm wearing, but I know last time I did the lining, I drew a line on it, but it's been like weeks. So now I have to figure out where I want it to stop again, remark it, and then do all the bits I already talked about. Starting the pockets might be harder than I think, simply because there's a pocket here, so I don't necessarily want them to overlap.
We can do better. We could be chasing dreams. We know what's right, and we know how it feels. Yeah, we can do better. We can make a change for me.
Pocket, and it's truly right under the armpit, so I'm about to try it on and see if I even like this. Pocket zoom. Okay, well already I'm kind of like annoyed because it's not high and low enough. Is it not? It's not forward enough. Fuck. But something about it is not conducive of activity. You're like having to, I think it feels, because naturally my hand could have easily gone in right here where it is, because I want it to be cropped. I think I might just have to sacrifice it, to be honest. I don't know if you can really tell. The pocket is here. It's right below my armpit. So it becomes like a secret pocket, and then it's gonna be cropped to like right here, which is cute. So actually I'm just gonna settle on the pocket situation. Bitch, take your hands out your pocket. Like, realistically, I could do it because it's oversized. Had this been any smaller, then it would have been an issue. But because I like the size of it, I just don't like the length of it, it should be fine. But
yeah, we can do a lot better. We can be facing fears. We know what's up, and we know how to get there. Yeah, we can be stars. We can be the best.
so I finally added the pockets. I sewed up the sides. So as you can see, this is a fancy little pocket that was added. I also sewed up a little bit at the side. This is how it looks right now so far. I also seamed up so there essentially is two sewing points that I have to do. So the first one is what's keeping this mesh layer down here for the pocket, and the second part is what's keeping the zipper, because we're no longer having the top zipper. That's what's going to keep up my cords. Ready to go at the top here as a crop situation, and now I just need to essentially hem up the bottom. I want it to be fully done to where the pocket is. It is so crazy recording yourself sewing. See, like, most of the sewing process is very like quiet in your head. If you watch a little YouTube video and make you like listen to music, let me know in the comments if you are somebody who sews. What do you do while you sew? Do you watch YouTube videos or do you listen to music? Are you watching my video right now? Like, let me know in the comments.
Just put us to the test and we'll show the world there's another way. we can make it better.
Hey, this is how it looks for the length. I haven't sewn it up yet, but like already very, very different for me. When I'm making alterations to clothing, I'm always like, is it really gonna make a difference? Is it really gonna change my perspective of the item? Like, will I wear it more than that? Yes. Yeah, it's not even sewn yet. Like, and I'm already like, yeah, this is exactly what needed to happen. And then when I put the little ties, it's gonna add a different effect to it. Child, it is slowly coming together. So now I've sewn the full bottom. Now it's done. Now we have to put the little cord in where we tie it in the middle. I don't have a lot of cord, so I will need to be sparing. Because I am going to add the thread here, I need to put these back down. I wish in hindsight I had known, so I could have just kept the original thread, but I feel like it wouldn't have been secure anyway. So we're going to pin that back together. What was that? Are already pretty much there for our inseam. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll lose some length. I will be losing length. I don't know, but I wanted to put it underneath the seam hem and then close it like that. So then I would stitch this part here and this part here for extra security. I feel like I'll have enough cord, and maybe I should just start. No, because if I start in the chest part, and even if I just have to end it at my belly button, that's kind of cute, you know, like, and I have to do both sides. I'm gonna do it, and if I regret it, you know what? This is what the DIY process is like. For the most part, I think I'm just gonna go with security and quality over fear. You know, don't let fear steer you. I think I should do both sides at the same time so they're pretty even. Alright, y'all, I put the little strings on it, and I did happen to use all of the string. Thing is, I gotta put a little pin on it. Be like this. Do I like this? Do I like this? I figured out the problem. I think I hate how high this one is. Like, it's insane. It feels not the same in some way, but I do like the other ones, and I think once I secure them, put them in the actual bow, it's gonna be even cuter. So what we're gonna do is bring this one down just probably like an inch, not too much, but just an inch or so, you know, and then sew it all up. Oh my god, bruh, time check, it is 12:57. I need to get this done. Let's go. Yeah, them hanging also adds a whole nother effect. Also, don't mind, that's my toss things on chair. I know it's been in the whole video, but if you made it to this part of the video, comment save, sis. Yeah, so this is the jacket. Oh my god, so I can tie these now. The vibe. Put hands in the pockets. And I only cut it a little bit. I ended up having to do so much work because of the pockets. It would have been easier if I just like didn't want to keep the pockets, but I want to keep the pockets. But overall, I am happy with this now. It took me, I think, only like realistically a couple days, but like it is currently 1:35. Yeah, it just took me 2 different hair dyes and some time and a late night, but it is finally done. Okay, final thoughts. I really wish I had a zipper instead of the strings. However, I'm not mad at the jacket having the strings. I can always flip it up and do a different zipper if I can find one that fits the vibe. The reason why I didn't do a zipper before, any zippers I do have are too short or they don't disattach here, and I wanted to use only secondhand items. Like this cord I had got from the thrift store, and even the thread I used I got from the thrift store. I'm using a black thread on this, but because it's such a fleecy felty fabric, it kind of blends in finely. So I am happy about that. That was a little bit of concern, but overall I think this is a fairly straightforward process. Again, the longest thing it's gonna take is the seam ripping, so strap in, baby, because otherwise I could have got this done way faster. I'm also very hot in this jacket right now. I wanted to wear it for the end of the video, but I am sweating, so I'm gonna end the video off here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't you ever forget, you can do anything. Like, truly, you can do anything because you're a cutie. See ya next Wednesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, Izzy Looks.